Hello and welcome everyone to today's presentation of our project SEQ Rentals. We thank you for affording your time to be here today. I am Megan McAllister, the team leader of AD Consultants. I am joined today by Project Manager Sean Monagle and team members Bridget Collins and Shuab Ali. Today's presentation will provide you with information in regards to the project background and purpose, the current progress of the project, if there has been any changes since our project specification report was finalised, and a brief overview of any issues that have arisen to date. Founded in July 2015, AD Consultants is an information systems project group formed in the joint aim of creating, designing, and marketing a unique application that will help a specific demographic. The project chosen, SEQ Rentals, is a real estate application designed and created for the use on both mobile phones and computers. Currently, the population estimate for Southeast Queensland is 3,321,488 people. The geographical location of this population can be seen in the following diagram. "70% of this population is between the ages of 15 and 64, which has given this application a potentially large target market. In addition to the substantial population, Southeast Queensland also boasts an impressive 357,676 rental properties. Both of these figures have given AD Consultants a substantial target market for SEQ rentals. This project was designed to provide a solution to the issues associated with communication between tenants, landlords, and property managers for a number of current real estate agencies throughout Southeast Queensland. As a tenant myself, I have first-hand experience in how troublesome communication can be between agents and tenants. I also find it an extremely time-consuming task when I'm required to submit and receive a number of documents in person. As a number of group members are also tenants, AD Consultants decided that it would be beneficial to design a cross-platform application that will improve this experience for many tenants such as ourselves. This project allows end users to access particular information in regards to their rental agreements. These details include viewing rental receipts, any outstanding payments, copies of lease agreements and rental payment status, the submission of crucial information such as maintenance requests or notice of intention to vacate forms, and the ability to update contact details as necessary. The application will also have the capability to add and edit photos to maintenance requests in order for property managers to fully understand the issue at hand. Throughout this presentation, a number of short videos will be provided in order for you to gain an understanding of how the application will function. I will now pass over to Project Manager Sean Monagle to discuss our project schedule.
Thanks, Sean. Hi everyone. Today I will be giving you an update on our current progress of the project. Each member of our team has been assigned specific sections of the project. The project background, app problem, app solution, and target market users were completed and submitted in the project specification report you received in August. Sean, along with Shuab, have completed the use case scenarios as well as the app and website mockups. These sections of the project are progressing very well and are 95% complete. Sean will have a demonstration and explanation on each of the use case scenarios, along with a video showing how to complete each of these scenarios later in the presentation. Megan and I have completed a breakdown of the revenue and costs involved in completing the app to assist in determining the return on investment. This week we will begin completing further research into these specific costs and selecting appropriate vendors for each section. Once the use case scenarios and app mockups are finalised, we will start completing the user guide for both the app and the website. The user guides will be created separately for tenants and real estate agents. This will allow the agents to have an in-depth explanation of how the app operates without the tenants having to filter through this information. The user guide for the tenants will assist them in completing all tasks through both the app and the website. The user guide will assist the agents in retrieving the information that tenants submit and for general use of the website. The business analysis task will be completed by all team members. The event tables and design class diagrams will be created once the use case scenarios and app mockups are completed. These diagrams help to give an explanation on how the app operates and will explain the background of the app creation. I'll now pass back to Sean to give you the demonstration on how the user can complete each of the use case scenarios.
Thanks, Bridget. After determining what project we should be focusing on, I began creating a prototype of the application using Proto.io. Over the past 5 weeks, I've been getting advice from the rest of the team as to what to include, exclude, and modify in the prototype. I will now be giving a functional demonstration of the application. The layout and colour scheme of the app are still in development phase, so the final version will look marginally different. Without further ado, let's load up the prototype. So as it boots up, the user will be greeted with this splash screen showcasing the SEQ Rentals logo. A progress bar will be displayed just under it. From there, we are greeted with the home screen. As you can see, it is a fairly simple layout at the present time, with functionality the key criteria to be met. So now let's log into SEQ Rentals. This is completed by clicking the right menu and then log in. So now let's enter the username U1040850. As you can see, if we enter an incorrect password, the user will be prompted to try again. So let's try that again with the correct password. As you can see, none of the details are currently added except for the username. Let's fix this up. Before we do, however, we can see that data checking is in place. So if any fields are left blank, an error message will display. The test account will have the details as follows. The agent is Ray White and the branch is Brisbane. The property address is 123 Fake Street and the property type is a rental unit. The username will remain the same and the name of our person is Billy Logs. He has a date of birth of the 1st of January 1990 and an email of bblogs@email.com. His contact number is 0412 345 678. Let's save these changes and see what we get. As you can see, the user will be prompted with a message saying changes have been made. Let's click OK. One feature we have added is to have the current values to be placeholders of each field, as you can see by this text. You may notice back on the login screen that there was a different method for logging in. You would be correct in thinking so. We decided as a group that it would be a great time saver to include a passcode entries for user to access SEQ Rentals. So now let's create that passcode. We scroll down and click on add/update passcode. The passcode we want to set is 1251. So if we click 1251, we are prompted to enter the passcode again for authorization. So now let's see what happens if we enter the wrong passcode the second time. Let's go 1252. We are prompted with the incorrect passcode message. So let's try that whole process again but with the same passcode. So 1251 and 1251. Success. The passcode has been set. Now that we have the passcode set, let's restart the app and log in with the passcode. So we click on the right menu and then log in, but this time instead of entering the username and password, we click passcode entry. If we enter the wrong passcode here, so if we go 1252 again, we are prompted with incorrect password. But if we enter 1251, we are prompted with a message for the user to either return to the home screen or to the user details. Let's click the home screen. As you can see, the home screen is different now. The search agent button has become the account button. Let's click the account button and go to the main content of the app. As you can see, we are greeted with a maintenance request page. Up on the top there are 3 buttons: maintenance request, lease details and contact. If we click on lease details, we are prompted with a screen showing when our next rent is due, the amount, and the previous rent due and the date, and we can also view the receipt. If we click view receipt, we are prompted with the receipt number, the amount, and the date it was paid on. Let's return back to the other screen. Say we have a broken toilet seat and we want to put the request into Ray White Brisbane. We can do this by clicking on the water button and then entering in the request details. As you can see here, a lot of the values are already entered in. The address, username, contact name, email and number are already added from our account details. If we were to click submit request now, we will be prompted with an error. The reasoning for this is no issue is selected and no issue description is entered. Now let's enter in a request. We choose toilet from the issues and enter broken toilet seat as the description. One functionality that isn't included in the current version is the ability to add or upload photos. It will be added in a later version. Now we scroll down and let's submit the request. The user will be prompted with a message saying the request has been made with a reference number of G571K0. If we click return, we are returned back to the maintenance request screen. Now if we click on requests, we can see that all the requests that we have currently made will be displayed here. As you can see, G571K0 is in the list with a current status of pending.